Hello everyone, welcome to my new video. Today, I want to briefly introduce the painting process of this artwork and some insights I gained while painting clothes. Before we dive into the line drawing, I initially just wanted to practice drawing folds in clothes with no intention of drawing a person, so you will see that my initial sketch doesn't include a head or body. Those were added later. Personally, I don't adhere strictly to line drawing, but I still recommend that everyone, especially beginners, spend more time on this step. It not only helps us establish our drawing style from the beginning, but also guides us on what to focus on when adding detail. Although many pros might skip straight to coloring, which looks cool, a well-defined sketch is very important to me. On the left is the reference for the skirt. In the first sketch, I outlined the skirt broadly. It doesn't need to be precise, but it should capture the general shape and structure. During this process, I try to identify clear lines between light and dark areas. In the second line drawing, I refined the inaccuracy of the first sketch. In this round, I delve deeper into the details, aiming to make the line drawing more accurate. Then we move to the coloring stage. First, I apply a base color. Don't forget to also paint the background at this time. You will see that I've made many modifications to the original sketches, as my ability to define shapes still needs improvement. As I mentioned, the sketches should be as accurate as possible, but it's okay if they are not perfect. You can still make adjustments when applying the base color. After that, I shape the highlights, and doing this well can significantly enhance the visual impact of the painting. I find the most challenging part of this painting to be the checks on the skirt. If I were to refine each detail individually, it would take a very long time. I tried various approaches to painting the skirt and initially tried to outline the white lines first, but then I realized that shouldn't be the case. In traditional painting, the process should start with the darker colors, then gradually move to lighter areas to brighten the image. Because in traditional painting, only by layering the lighter areas over the darker ones can the highlights be fully brought out. Therefore, I followed this principle and started with a dark color layer, switched to a multiple blend mode to outline the darker areas in general. Then, gradually, I make variations in color, refining the darker areas and enhancing the colors around the boundaries of light and dark. After finishing the clothing, I feel that just the clothes seems a bit plain. I posted this piece on Tuesday, hoping that people would give me some advice on what kind of character would suit it best. But unfortunately, it seems like not many on the internet are interested in the depiction of clothes, and no one gave me any suggestions. Here, I still want to encourage everyone to be more active on my Instagram. As an artist just starting on social media, I don't receive many comments, so I really read every single comments that I do get. I'd also like to thank everyone who has liked and followed me on Instagram. In the end, I thought of Alan Joe from Zenless Zone Zero. I started playing the game when it first came out, but I didn't continue for a lot of reasons. Recently, I started playing again because of Jane Doe. Maybe it's because I didn't get Ellen Joe at the beginning, but I always found this character to be cute and especially cool. Because my reference material was in a rather dark setting, The base color I initially applied was a bit dark, but fortunately, I realized this in time and corrected it. At the same time, I changed her mouth shape. Originally, her mouth was closed. After some thought, it seems that in the real world, many girls are photographed with their mouths closed. It appears that characters with their mouths open are only found in anime, so to make this painting feel more like an anime character, I changed her mouth to an open position, which now seems quite fitting for Ellen Jo's persona. When painting here, it's important to pay attention to the shape of the highlights, which are mostly summarized using triangular shapes. Also be mindful of the interplay of hair strands, and then enrich the colors of the darker areas to make the hair look less monotonous. Monotonous. Actually, by this stage of the painting, the general feeling was already there, but I noticed that the colors on the darker side of the clothes were too gray, so I purified the colors a bit to make the overall appearance less gloomy. Next came the legs. To be honest, I'm not very good at drawing legs. I always seem to forget the muscle details and can't quite capture the feeling I want, no matter how I try. Initially, I wanted to depict a walking posture, but after some thought, I felt a standing pose might look cooler, so I boldly choose to go with a standing pose. After finishing the shark girl's tail, I thought about the layout because just having a character standing against a blue background felt a bit monotonous. I went online and gathered some references for layout designs, and then the painting was complete. I hope you enjoyed this painting process with me. Thank you everyone, and I will see you in my next video.